Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Foles steps away to his left, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Here's Foles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Randy Gregory able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Austin. Very good return that. Time, 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Escaping the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cobb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Check 31, check 31. Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd down, Elliott. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He's crashing. Going to 54. Going to 54. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Bang, bang. We're going to 54. Watch it. Check. 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 We're going to 53. Watch out. Watch out.
On second down, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Check. Here we go. Check nickel.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alfred Morris taking it in. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
What we got? What we got? Here I come again. Here I come again. Slam, slam, slam. Water. Hey, Delta.
Foles. And finding Keelan Cole. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Out to Cole on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, sound one. Check, crunch. Yes. Crunch. Check 52. Go.
They'll set up the throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 55 to mine.
They'll drop the throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. From Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
13.
Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Mark 55. You must get tired of seeing me. Hey, check right. Mark 55.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
You not ordered 5 pairs of jeans online, right? When I got there, they only had 4. She's like, you'll get refunded. Oh, she got your shirt back.
Started on the ground with Morris. And some room.
I was like, I don't want a refund. I want my 5th pair of jeans.
Taken down, but not before they work it across.
Because I got them on sale and there was tax free.
22
so I was like, well, can I just pick a different pair?
You want more carrots?
And she was like, well, I really want
He's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down. Don't just ask for him.
Whatever.
Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Undercut. Check 50. Then we're going to 53.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, you figured they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. And he's is going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Let's go, baby. Go, go, go. Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the ball,
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. Give him 52 yards on the ground. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. On second down, here's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He's got the hookup with Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. They're on the defensive side of the ball, though. Any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Again, it's Elliott. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And a scary incompletion. Almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side with Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Sherrill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good... Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offense move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Go, get out there, get out there. Go to 53. Go to 54, go to 56.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Breeze. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Pressure from the right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Team now is this one sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up second down. Breeze now to throw. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Elliott. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Prescott off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Kill.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third down, it's Pollard. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this play gets blown up. Yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Try to go back to Matthews there, and it's 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check 15. Check 15. Check 3. Check 3. Run 3. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Hey, go kill.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
By checking out our store locator at clubtails.com. Grab your favorite cocktail again today. The number 13. Snakes, dentists, burglars, spiders, the dark, and homicidal clowns. No matter what you fear, fear has no place in your heart.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait. And they're there to pick this one off.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone.
I'm in the game, nigga.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll have the first down past the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown. New Orleans.
You just got me broke on fucking talking to you,
The
nigga.
2nd touchdown of the
I think it just broke fucking talking to you,
again,
man.
the Saints are back out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Nah.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Nah, man.
Sack back at the 7. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of
no, you just got to know how to play this motherfucker, man. It's really loud.
In this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So if
you ain't got no skills, man.
So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now, you ain't finna go down the field throwing no ball on me. That's not finna happen. Man, you crazy the motherfucker. Man, you fucking crazy, nigga. I wouldn't be gambling if I ain't know.
They'll try and get the running game going.
I wouldn't be gambling if I ain't know.
This to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play this
I wouldn't be gambling if I ain't taking this serious. You think I'm gonna just drive and give away some money?
A nice game like
Hell
that,
no.
you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
That shit I ain't giving shit away like that.
Usually, you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, nah. Yeah, hurry up. So I can go get you some your money. Ooh. All right, we got pump. Gotta go.
Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Play action now, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it.
Hell no!
To escape, and he
Oh
goes down.
fucking God.
Alex Anzalone. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20.
Stick it in the keep the nigga up.
Ready? 55 mark, 55. Ain't gonna be a long. Whoa. It's gonna be a long stretch. 55.
Breeze now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, 47. Go. Get out there. We're going to 53. Go to 54.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
We're going to 54.
Talk about my Lincoln downstairs.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 23 yards on the play. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That is Cooper.
Let's go!
It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Motherfucker, go!
Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go with Kamara. And
let's go!
Be close. That mark looks a
motherfucker go!
And he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Fucking go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.
Yeah, 4. Check this shit out, man. This nigga Coop, man. Coop for the game winner. This shit is nice. Coop back of the end zone. Tiptoe. Oh my God. Why?
On the wrist,
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check three.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jalen Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Hey, Clifford. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Bang. First. What's here?
Working out of the gun. Cousins under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think just making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cousins now. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And this is gonna wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
What we got? Hey, we're good. Hey, exit. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I got you. Run.
4th down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide Incomplete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Cousins again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Vikings on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Bailey's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
First down, Prescott. Buying time to his left.
Oh, stop playing.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cobb. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Power running by, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They come up on 2nd and long in the pass. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
third down. Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, my fucking God.
And these guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football.
Oh, what did you doing? What the fuck?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Robert Quinn picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Cousins.
God, what the fuck?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Wow.
A good pickup there at 22. Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle by Robert Quinn. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins to throw for it on fourth.
Let's go.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Randy Gregory. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Elliott. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys that are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tyrone Crawford. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
That's the kind of big that comes with better less than so you'll never have to ask.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
The virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Complete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.